one of the biggest myths that I think you ladies have to really kind of wrestle with is that you were lied to about the role of men in your life, which is why it's really easy to look at guys and say, well, you ain't S, you ain't S like your daddy and stuff like that, especially if you've got a BD, a baby's dad and stuff like that. Because those guys, they might have been taught wrong by men in their lives. And what happens, that they generationally pass down bad teaching, bad orthodoxy doctrine through their lives and their lives' actions, and you become a part of that story where they might have been a bad dude. Now you, being in your life, you might have perpetuated a portion of that. You gotta kind of own that, okay? Because there's some ladies out there, you guys pick some freaking whack dudes and you're expecting like freaking to be treated like a queen by a dude who doesn't even know how to run his own castle. And that's unfortunate, because in reality, a lot of these guys, they just don't know how to run their own castle. They don't know how to honor a woman. They think that it's about the moment. It's really about the longevity. Like me and my wife, right? I make decisions every day to try to be the best man that I can, but that adds to the story of our marriage. So I'm committed to her. There's no out for me, right? There's no out. If I decided that there was an out, then I wouldn't be the man that I am, because I'm dedicated. And this is the thing, is that you ladies think that a man dedicated to you in the moment is the guy, but the guy's not dedicated to you in the long run. And that's where the difference is. You have to be able to discern who the dudes are by like a very short time, which is why you might feel pressure to get into a relationship, to sleep with somebody, to give all of yourself, especially physically, because that's what guys demand. But you're not knowing that there's a lie in that. The guys that demand that aren't the dudes that you need to be with. The guys that demand that are the guys who will only be there for that moment and will not be caring for you in the long term, in the long run. This is why I didn't sleep with my wife before we got married. I was like, dude, I know who I was as a player, and if I'm freaking getting some and doing all that, then there's no reason for me to stay around, because I can go do it again with somebody else. That leaves me out the wrong place. I'm not that guy, and I don't want to be that guy. And you ladies have allowed guys into your life like that, thinking that if you do this or you do that to that guy, it'll make them want to stay around. But in reality, it gives them all the more reason to not stay around. You might be a good, time in bed, but in reality, you've made yourself a subject to get used for the moment, and then they're out. There's more to you than just what's in your crotch, man, and what's behind you and what's on top of you. Okay, they're and what you can actually do, what you've learned because of some of the things culturally have been taught to young ladies. There's a lot more to you there than that. But if nobody's telling you that and you're not being encouraged in it, you'll feel like you're weird for not wanting to do stuff with dudes, allowing dudes to do stuff to you. And you're not realizing that there's got to be some healing that takes place in your life to get through that stuff. But I just want to speak into it real quick. You get to make the decision about where it is that you want to go with the guy, because you're not knowing that you hold the key to what that dude's going to do. Your actions actually do. If you're letting a dude use you, you're going to get used. And you think that you have power by letting dudes use you, well, in reality, that's the lie. You don't give these guys take power from you by you using you. So it's a reverse psychology that's been used against you. Believe me, I was a player. I know how to freaking jack girls over, and I would do that. And I've had to repent for that, like, massively, because I was not a good dude. But that's why I honor my wife the way I do, because my wife is my queen. But I would not have a queen if I was not dedicated to the castle of our building our own kingdom together with my love for her and her love for me. But it had to be my love for her first. And that's something that you ladies got to get through. You got to figure out, first off, is this dude just using me, or is this guy really going to be there? And you're not going to be able to figure that out if you spread your legs. Just being serious. Take care.